Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we're in Minecraft again today. We're going to pick up where we left off yesterday, working on the 4th floor and the outside central core of the command center. I want to try to focus on the inside today and get the brackets and the bulkheads at least formed up a little bit more. Make sure that they're going to go where we want them to go. I think we're going to stick with the honey elevator in the middle, so I'm going to try to sculpt the platform that it's on to be full of slabs and a little bit more shapely. We also have to connect that to some sort of wall. Right now it's just kind of floating. So those are the decisions that we have to make. I hope that it goes smoothly because it's been kind of a fight, I think, from a design perspective. It's one of those things where I feel like I'm in uncharted territory and I'm trying to figure out how it's all going to come together in the end. So we're just kind of, I think the way that I approach this, it's mitigating decisions. It's like, if I can get this to the point where I think that there's going to be problems later, but they're problems that I am capable of solving, I will probably be okay with it and we'll move on. But if I'm like, I don't know, this is really not adding up to me, that's where I can't really leave it until I know kind of where it's going. So that's the plan. Just after the stream yesterday, we raided PixelRifts. And then while PixelRifts was live, Mojang announced that the next Minecraft Live event is going to be on the 21st of March. That's a Saturday. Normally the Spawn Chunks covers that live. We might, I don't know, because PixelRifts is going to be away that weekend. So I don't know whether I'm going to cover it, whether I'll invite someone to cover it. I got to talk to Pix and see what he wants to do. He might want to wait and maybe we'll watch the VOD later when he gets back. I don't know. Either way, there will be some form of response video from us to go along with the announcement, probably recap on Monday, where we'll go over all the bullet points and stuff like that on the podcast. So the podcast will have its own thing, but normally we try to cover these things live. But I don't know if we've missed one since we started doing it, but I'll have to go back and check. Anyway, welcome in everyone. Hello, Nadelia. SweetSandi's here. Blast Jordan, Dan Grice, Mikatu, all the regulars. Goonie Katie, how's it going? Good to see y'all. Dan is on a 7-stream watch streak. Good to know, good to know. Let's go take a look at what we're doing. So I want to try to connect this here as well. So this is the thing that we're trying to figure out, as well as this. I did like this kind of lower section, so it might be worth trying to put that in. I just don't know. We have to make some material decisions as well. I might try to put some andesite in there. And this I want to revamp to quartz. I also need to figure out how all this is going to work. So I feel like we need to put up some scaffolding with some temporary lights or something. Let's grab some andesite and do I have more diorite? I must. Yes. Oh, I've got more diorite ready to go. That's even better. Oh, sleep in the bed while we're here. There was another year where Pix was away and I covered Minecraft Live on my own. I thought I did. It seemed to be like it was something I could remember, but it hasn't. I'm pretty sure it hasn't happened since we've converted to video. I don't think in the last 100 episodes that happened. I think it was maybe when Pix was like in the US or something with his partner. I guess I could have just taken these without the box, but whatever. My ender chest is really bare these days. Okay. I do have some slabs in here, okay. I'm gonna grab some frog lights. Get some slabs. Are andesite slabs insta-mine? Yes. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is add in a little bit of scaffolding here. So I'm trying to think about how this is going to connect. Maybe I could have made this a little bit taller. I think that's pretty good so far. Maybe we'll add in a block or two. It was before the video podcast? Okay. That makes sense. Mojang needs to coordinate with the spawn chunks with these releases. Well, here's the thing. Normally, as tradition dictates, when Pix is away, Mojang usually makes a big announcement. So I can't remember exactly what the announcement was, but when Pix was away, they announced something big like caves and cliffs or something. Like it was a big change. And it's happened a couple of times. I've got these. All right, back down. See, that's annoying. This is why scaffolding is inferior in a lot of ways. I feel like that should be enough. Get a feel for that texture. We're gonna have to layer the ceiling anyway. I keep on doing that as well. There's a lot of creepers there. Okay. So where is this door? This is the middle. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. But it's 2 back. 8, and it's 2 back from the lights. So 2 back from the lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the hole right there. Weird. I mean, it's hard to tell right now because it's raining. I think that's going to be okay. I think it's going to need a lot of light to really make it look good. Blocks there. I want to put a light here. What's the height of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? That's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that could look cool. I'm probably going to want to put glass on top of that. And that's why I think this is going to get thicker. I've got a funny feeling we're going to need more deep slate. Where did I put all that deep slate? I know it won't matter in a couple of weeks when they release the new update, but I really wish there was another way to passively change deep slate instead of having to mine it out myself. Sussy Skittles, hello. Long time no see. Last thing you saw was a fishing hut. Oh, wow. You've been absent for a little while. This is a bit larger than a fishing hut. Whoever came up with that sound for the honey blocks, yeah, they need to find a cool side of a pillow. Yeah, it's not my favorite either. I wish there was a way to go down the honey block elevators faster. I know you can just drop, but I wish there was like a smoother descent that was possible. The only way I can think of would be to have a reverse bubble elevator. So I'd have to have a separate elevator for going down. And instead of having a soul sand block at the bottom, we could just have a magma block at the bottom. Going down is still not as fast as going up, but it would be smoother, and you wouldn't have to worry about not touching the sides. See, this is the problem I have with the honey elevators, is that unless you have the exact right momentum, you just don't make it. Really annoying. So that looks cool. I don't know about how much black that is. Or dark gray. I'm not sure if I like that. And this might have to get thicker around the base here. That has to come out a little bit, I think. That means we could do the same thing over here, though. Maybe. I don't know whether that should be the same material or something different. I think maybe something different. Wondering if quartz would be good there. Would certainly be more contrast. I don't know if I like that. It feels like an edge. I'm gonna fall down. Oh, I forgot terracotta. Maybe this will help. Sort of. Yeah, maybe. Certainly looks better from the inside. I feel like some of this is going to be covered up. Yeah, maybe I just need to make those lights at the top yellow. Oh. These I think need to be a little bit taller. I think I'm having a better time on the top floor because instead of 3 blocks, I've got 4 before I hit my head. Yeah, like there's just... Although these look really cool. Maybe I just need to have that be different. I don't know. They look really good. I just don't want to mess around with them too much. Yeah, like that's taller and it seems to go smoother. It looks cool walking up to the door, and it looks cool from inside, but it doesn't look all that great from out here. I guess most of the time you're not going to see it. This feels a little bit funny, so we might change the pattern of the railing. We might have to do something here that changes that. I kind of wonder whether covering this up would be good. Maybe not there. Yeah, that's feeling bulkier. We can see what that might look like with stairs and slabs and things. We might want to shorten that by 1. All right. I think we're going to do the transition from quartz to concrete has got to have some sort of divider. That, or we have to change it. We have to have this be quartz instead of concrete. Which might be okay. I don't know about that. The cool thing here is that we could use these on both sides. I feel like white glass might be better there. Save the purple for the floor. Making an 80s, 90s rock playlist. Anybody got any suggestions? Oh, wow. A lot of the rock that I listen to is definitely 80s or 70s. You looking for artists or songs specifically? The Orthrus. Thanks very much. 5 months for the sub. Happy Wednesday to you too. Appreciate it. That's the water keystone badge. That's awesome. Hey, the Orthrus is also gifting a sub to Thor of Asgard. That's going to put a hype train pretty close too. Looking for artists? Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, Motley Crue. Specifically, I can say Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue. That's a song, but like there's other things there. Yeah, there needs to be some sort of transition here. That or everything on this side needs to be white and the door itself is the transition. Like we switch to white concrete in this space. Or we have the door be all terracotta. Not crazy about that. No, I like the terracotta for the elevators. I don't think it works for the door. SweetSandi gifted a tier 1 sub to Sussy Skittles, and that kicks off a hype train. Plus, Cosmic Dancer is jumping in on that hype train with 100 bits. Thanks very much, folks. That's amazing. Sussy, if you haven't heard this before, you can also check out the Discord. Same thing with you, Thor of Asgard, although I think you know this from before. But you can connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts, and if you have a tier 1 sub or a gift sub or a prime sub, you can join the Joel Duggan Discord. You can also do it at patreon.com/JoelDuggan, but Twitch subs also get you there. I am going to bring up my playlist for Sussy. Hold on. This is my classic rock gym playlist. I don't know if it's all 80s and 90s. I feel like a good chunk of it is probably going to be, but don't quote me on that. Where is that list? Classic rock gym. Classic rock gym. Immigrant Song, Led Zeppelin. Thunderstruck, Back in Black, TNT, and Shoot to Thrill by AC/DC. All My Life, Foo Fighters. Shout at the Devil, Motley Crue. Monkey Wrench, Foo Fighters. Whole Lotta Rosie, You Shook Me All Night Long, both by AC/DC. Livewire, Motley Crue. Lightning Strike by Judas Priest, that's another artist I didn't mention before. Whole Lotta Love, Led Zeppelin. Let There Be Rock, AC/DC. Hail to the King, Avenged Sevenfold. That's not a band I'm really familiar with. I just happen to like the song. Firepower by Judas Priest. Never the Heroes by Judas Priest. And DOA by Foo Fighters. And Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue. You can go back and clip that. And use that as a quick reference. I am not a big Metallica fan, Cosmic. I know lots of people are, and I know that they're a good band, but they're not my favorite. Hence the absence. So below, I did a little bit of layering with the concrete and tough. So we'll probably try to do a little bit of that too. I don't think you really noticed that transition very much from concrete, from quartz to concrete. I think what I have to do is I have to change this part. That you unfortunately notice. Yeah, that's hard. That's probably the best way to do it. Neither are good. That's probably the best way to do it. how did I do this? Kind of goes like a waterfall. Stuff in behind and on top. Well, I've got lots of room behind. So it goes white to the ceiling right next to the elevator. That's easy to do. Bits from Nadila get lost. Thanks very much. 100 bits from Nadila. Cheers. Thanks for contributing to the hype train. That was a level 1 hype train, I think. Yep. Now we've got a hype chest on the way. You might have a new emote. This is a big difference. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. So we'll do not quite that large. We've got to get all the way over to there. And then come down. So maybe 5? Now, do I want this to be behind or do I want this to be at the same level? Five might be too much. I think the same level is okay. I don't think we necessarily need the depth. At least not at this spot. We'll try it. Choo-choo. I think I've got all the level 1 emotes, so I didn't get a new one. But if you got a new emote, let us know in Twitch chat what you got. Yeah, I think that works okay. I like that you can see contrast there. I'm wondering if I want the minimum height to be 3, though. The railing does not railing at all. We might continue this pattern even though there's no elevator. We might just have the energy of it continue up the sides. I wonder if this could cap this part here, because that would take care of the transition. If I change this. Oh, that looks funny. That's not terrible. I think I just need to make it a little bit higher. Goes right down to bottom. Maybe the door needs to be dark. That's kind of cool. I think I like that better than this. That would change this though, which is fine. I'm not in love with it. Missing all kinds of blocks here. Then this would be andesite, maybe? That's pretty good. Don't know about the orange on the bottom on that side, but it probably looks better from this perspective. I wonder if the door needs like an extra, like a stair or something. I wish we had terracotta stairs. Yeah, this is a weird section. Maybe I can use like a wall or something there. I don't think the walls for, are the walls for tough polished? I think they are. Yeah. I've not done this a lot. That, or I do both spaces. That looks okay. Maybe we could put an end rod or something in between them. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the light there. We might want to cover those ones up. Maybe one more. Yeah. Goldfish Grandma, hello. Blave, hello, welcome back. All right, I need to take a break, folks. I do this about once an hour. Gives me a chance to grab another drink. You can grab a friend, let them know that we're streaming, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, back to the construction. I feel like we're making some decent headway. White. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I think I like the andesite for a roof texture. We just have to figure out what kind of pattern we're going to put up here for the lights. Whoops. I guess I could just frame the whole thing in blocks. Oh, this is going to change, doesn't it? This is going to be easier from above for sure. So that's going to go away. Checkerboard or diamond pattern for the lights. I'm not going to do any kind of patterns, I don't think. I think this can just be... How did I handle this before? We cap it. And then it's yellow on the inside. So probably this. It's a very short elevator. How did we do the landing for these things? Frog lights under glass. Did I do that down there? It's probably orange glass. Oh no, that's yellow. I don't know if we need all 5 of them. Yeah, maybe. Where did I break a ender rod? I mean, it'll look better when it's all sealed up, of course. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but it's been bugging me as I've been going up and down. I don't know if we'll keep the white concrete, but we might. Maybe we leave that too. Yeah, I don't know about this light along the edge. I think I might want to light it from above. Hey, Steven, what's going on? You need a command for pseudo lurking? What's pseudo lurking? Fake lurking? Learn to commit. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, and then 2. I just constantly am running out of stuff. Pseudo lurking is saying I'm going to lurk with 0 follow through. Pseudo lurking, non-committal lurking. I don't know, how do you describe lurking commitment issues? That looks okay. I might even want to bring that all the way down. Yeah, let's try that. Don't know where that went. Oh, that's the wrong. Yeah, that works. Need to come up with something else for the floor of the door. You need a command for that? That makes this feel a bit better. No. All right, I think that's a decent solution. So let's try to take a stab at this. I feel like, I don't know about the, I feel like I need to make something different than deep slate. I think this could be deep slate, but I feel like this needs to be something else. So let's change this to quartz. So I'm going to take this down. Here we've just got lights right in the floor. Like there's so much early design that I did that I'm not a super big fan of. All right, I need quartz blocks and stairs. Get rid of a few things that I don't need. Smooth, I don't think, trying to remember. I think the bulkheads are smooth mostly. Yeah. I don't know which one is going to look better, so we'll have to try both, I guess. And I want some more andesite as well. I think that's everything. Immediately he stops filling out Jedi training application and turns it in the bin. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll just use stone. So right now, previously I had this lined up a little bit different. I actually don't mind it being that low. That does give us a little bit more room. So we can probably come over here and we'll hollow this out afterwards. And then I think we'll probably do quartz stairs. And then Deja Vu working on things like Snake Mountain and the high rises back in the modern city. 3, 5, and 3. Comes out like that. Oh, I don't know about that. The bottom might be better off chunky. I think I can go higher on the side. I think. Yeah. Whoa. I need to collect some stuff anyway. So 3, and then that, and then this. And we'll probably have this surrounded by quartz. I think that looks pretty sturdy. The question is, do we want it to be made out of quartz blocks or smooth quartz blocks? Those are the questions I'm having right now. And I am going to have a better time, I think, if I come at this from above. Probably change all this too. At least I fit up here. Makes it a little bit easier. Oh, I'm out of slabs. Out of slabs. Crouching and starving are both very, very slow. This is where the swift sneak would probably come in handy. Double audio? Oh, do I have? No, I don't have my own page open. Usually the thing for double audio would be checking to see if you've got my stream open in a different window. Alright, that's good enough for now. I feel like I'm constantly collecting stuff that's falling. There's probably bad things down there. Yep. Come down this way. Oh, that's bad too. Man, how much time does it take to kill that guy? That's one way to do it. Well, we found more andesite if we need one. Do I have stone? I'll just use andesite. Why not? I have to remember that we've got some andesite down here. And my inventory is full. That's silly. Yeah, the mob farm at the base, it's a lush cave, unfortunately. So even on the Mushroom Island, we're getting some spawns. So that's what it looks like as regular quartz. I don't know if I like that. I feel like I want to do it on the other side, but we'll do it as smooth quartz. I didn't use any slabs at all either. Yeah, if we use that and then maybe accent it with some stuff, like I can see maybe having some sort of something here in that space. I might want to bump this out a little bit too. I want to add some detail, some depth to it. And I'm going to put some lights on the bottom part of it. Yeah, Steven, this would be a stair nightmare if we were trying to put stairs in this facility. A little bit much. All right, let's go back and fill that in. I find one of the strengths that I picked up from working in the modern city designs is working on floors from above and below at the same time. It really does help you out a lot. we had to change that color too. We'll add a little bit more to the ceiling. Oh yeah, it goes all the way back here, doesn't it? Am I going to run out? I'm going to run out. Whoops. No. Oh, good. I got it. I was like, no, it's my one flashlight. Steven's Minecraft character is looking at with steam coming out of his ears. Yeah. There's stairs in other parts of the build. Not in a way that gets you from one part to the other. All right, let's see what this looks like. So refresh your memory. Here is regular quartz. Now remember, this is supposed to be like a bulkhead holding up the ceiling. So similar to something like this or something like that. I almost feel like it feels a little too smooth. I feel like maybe that could be longer. I'm wondering if instead of stairs, I use slabs, and then if we go with all smooth quartz, that might look better. I could use stairs here, but then use slabs at this point. Yeah, let's try that. So let's go with 5, 3, and 3. Here. Did I bring smooth slabs? Did. And 1, 2. 3. I think I have to push that back. No. Anyone else heart in their throat? Because mine is. Like a roller coaster. That's a long way down. I just need to make more slabs. Have I measured how many drops I get per hour? No. There's no mobs during the day. I just have to remember not to come down here at night. Okay. That feels pretty good. And then we just have to transition here a little bit better. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe just raise this up a bit. Still feels pretty straight. No, it was better before. This is where I want vertical slabs. Actually, we can probably put in some signs. Not signs. Shells. Did I want to come up here? No, I didn't. I wanted to go to my storage room. Felt the sigh as I watched the slab fall? 100%. To there. Need to make more. Of course I need to make more. Joel, after guys were talking about birds on the podcast, Pix was right about Australia losing war against emus, but I also looked it up, and they have emu races annually in some rural towns. Wow, that's crazy. Curly haven't been paying attention to which is reasonable on a workday, but the facecam feature looks pretty amazing. Facecam feature. What do you mean? Oh, free cam. Sorry, I misread that. Free cam. Yeah, that is just a mod, and it is. I think it's just called free cam. And so what you can do is you can set it to a keybind. I've got it set to F4. Movement options, collision options. So collision options, I have it not ignoring collision. So like I can't pass through the ground by accident. So I can't get behind the wall, but I can get under the glass, which is nice. And you can say right now, like if I hit this, see how it jumps forward just a little bit? Usually it starts you off here, which I find really jarring. So instead of starting here, I just change the position to be like just in front of me. So it just starts from where I'm standing, and then you can see yourself. And then it works just like creative mode, but it doesn't slide. So it doesn't like stop. Like if I go into creative mode, then when I fly, there's like a slow down. Like I hands off the keyboard there, and it slows you down. With the camera, it doesn't. It's precise, which is good for screenshots, I think. Although it's a little sensitive, I find that it overshoots back and forth. Yeah, it's really good for builds like this when you need to back up, and it's really great when you're streaming and someone's like, "Hey, I don't know who you are or what you do." You just kind of go, "Oh, I'm Joel, and I do monstrous stuff like this with bats, complete with my own bats." I mean, it's easier to see in the daytime, but you get the idea. There's a ceiling there. Jeez. I'm so used to this having an open roof. Yeah, if we use slabs, I think we have a better shape to it. And the tricky part is going to be putting in lights on the inside. I think I'd want to have 2 tracks of lights. I have the room to do that too. Oh, I missed. Crap. All right, so if we want to do some inside lights. Oh, more stairs required. You like the idea of being much faster than horses? Give you a fixed amount of health and jump height. I don't think restricting players is going to fly very well. I think that some faster ground speeds would be good, but I don't know what they would do to fix that. I like the idea of penguins that they had, where they thought it would be a good idea to have penguins make boats faster, like an outboard motor on a boat. I thought that was a fun idea. I guess we could use quartz here too, or slabs rather. Oh, that has to be solid. Just can't quite reach. There might be a creeper down here, but there shouldn't be any skeletons or zombies because it's the middle of the day. What I really should do next time is just fly away far enough away that they despawn. I'm going to miss these elevators when I get rid of them. Yeah, I like it solid. I think that's good. Because then we can etch into it with some designs and stuff. Oh, I had two here. Whoops. Just not quite able to land on that thin little bit of scaffolding. There we go. I don't know if I want to do this all over the place, but this could look cool. Kind of industrial. Maybe we'll put some lights in it too. Unco equals slang for uncoordinated. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, it makes sense. I needed more slabs. Yes. Stream's at 2 hours. Thank you. I thought I needed to get rid of that. Okay. Do I want to do it that way? We'll have to see what I come up with for that. I like this being 5. I think this is in line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I made this bigger than it needed to be, I guess. Whoops. No, how did I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right. I guess just I have a heavier outline on one side. Oh no. I converted that when I should not have. All right, we might have to fix that. First, I gotta go over here and change this though. And then, yes, I know I need to take a break. Is that everything? Yep. Cool. Yeah, I need to hollow this out too. Would like to get a lot of that back, actually. I don't think that's visible. It might be on the inside. Oh, it is. Okay. Let's see. All right. I'll do that after the break. At least it's accessible. Speaking of the cam mod, I'm gonna try something here for my break. That's sunrise over there. Let's go over here. Kind of a cool view. I take a break once an hour, folks. I will be back in 5 or 6 minutes, and you can refresh your drinks, grab a friend. If you're watching this later on Joel Duggan VODs, then check it out on YouTube and maybe like the video and subscribe. It does help a lot as it helps the algorithm send the VODs to more people if you're kind of getting into discovery on YouTube. But you can also just tell a friend. I would very much appreciate it. I'll be right back. All right. Get back at it. So I want to get some white glass. First, I need some room. I'll need some of this stuff. I think that's good. Don't need that. So, what do I want to do on sides? I've got these white lights on the sides. I don't necessarily want to do more of that. On the sides. But I guess we could probably try to do something. I definitely want to try to do something in here, but it's probably going to be on the edges. That could be cool. There. If I do it there, I can't put glass in front of it. Or I could put the glass there. So that space here could be glass. But then this would have to be full block. And so would this. Smooth block. And then I could try to remove these ones here. I'm not sure if that's going to make it look weak or not. I don't know about that. I think I might have to go with one down the middle instead of two. I think it makes it a little bit, it doesn't look as structurally sound when I do that. Let's try something a little bit different. And even then, it might not be the best one to do here in the middle. Oh. Go down and change the structure. Oh, look. Caught on the scaffolding. That's good. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think maybe we have to put lights on the side of it. I thought it would be cool to have lights buried in the middle of it, but I think because it has to be so heavily structured that maybe that's not the right case. Also, these are not working for me either. All right, well, it's worth a shot. All right, so that's not going to work. We're not going to use these, at least not in a row like that. Maybe we'll just do something like this. Yeah, that feels a little bit less like a Roman column and a little bit more like lights. Maybe even just little accents like that. I don't think I realized that if you're holding down shift, you can't place something on a shelf. Huh. I guess you place it on the shelf. Like against the shelf. Which makes sense. That's annoying. There are definitely times with that camera mod, though, that I back off of something thinking I'm in camera mode and I'm not, and I just fall off the platform. That sort of looks okay. It might be better off just with one in the middle. We'll try a couple different things. On the side, though, I wanted to switch this out. Try andesite instead. And then in here, I was thinking we could put a light in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe just one from the roof. This might be where we could put in... I was hoping to put in some regular quartz, but that might not be possible. Maybe if I keep that small. Where was it? So, second above the door. Maybe not that far. On that comment about accidentally backing off of things with the free cam mod, is there a way that you can add some sort of colored edge to the border around the screen or something as a visual indicator that it's active? I don't think it's in the settings. The first clue is that all your stuff disappears. So you're, well, no, I guess it doesn't. I was thinking of spectator mode. Free cam. Notify you when you are entering and exiting free cam. Oh, it's just, it shows up as free cam has been enabled, disabled at the bottom of the screen. That's it. You'd have to know how to alter the mod, I guess. That doesn't look as cool as I thought it was going to. Yeah, it's hard to make these things look detailed, but then also sturdy. Maybe I just need to do a line of slabs across the top. Like do an arc of regular quartz. Oh, crap. Jay Flaherty, sorry I missed you earlier. Thanks for the follow yesterday, and thanks for coming over from Pixel Stream. Glad that you're enjoying the build. Sorry, I meant to say hi to you when I came back from the break. Focus on the build. Focus on trying to problem solve this thing. This undercarriage of the roof has been bugging me for like a week. That might be okay. Go one more. I don't know. Maybe what it needs is actually a layer. Like some depth. It's not bad. Not this piece, obviously. Yeah, if that was higher, that would probably be okay. Actually, that would probably stay there. I don't know if I think we're too far away for entities. I don't think they render in. No, they don't. Oh, I need more. Yeah, I would regular quartz slabs. That's what I want. Ugh. This is the annoying part. I really wish I could figure that out. It's like you have to hit a terminal velocity or something. That sort of works. I'm not sure about this light though. I guess I don't have any stone with me. Wow, that even startled me. This is just going to make it easier to place blocks as I decorate this in the future. I normally wouldn't have to fill this in, but I think when you're building up in the air like this, it just has nice to have some solid parts to things. Plus, it makes it easier to get in and out. Well, I like the andesite. That's good. Yeah. Kind of looks like some robust beam hanger or something. We could probably do that at andesite too. Now I kind of want to do the same thing here. And try to bring them under, I think. Yeah. And that sort of feels like it's part of the catwalk then. And that actually might solve another problem that we have, which is that weird transition here. I think that makes sense. Yeah. And then I probably don't need this weird little tough block. It's raining again. Fair that the thunder scares you too. I agree, Sandy. So maybe we'll try making that out of andesite on the other side. I don't know about the light. It needs something there, but I don't know if light is the answer. Maybe what I need to do there is like 3 shelves. Let's try that. So maybe instead of having the shelves here, we'll have them on the side. I did something similar up top, I think. Yeah, that kind of a thing. Where is it? It is... even with my face and... one in from the stair and one up from the stair. Right there? Really? I don't think I have as much wall on this side. Yeah. I do like this switch to andesite, so we'll do that now. And then that's just straight wall. I guess I haven't. I guess I committed to that being slate, didn't I? Oh, because it's. I don't think it's the same wall. No, that's double-sided. Oh no, it doesn't go any farther than that. It's where we're starting to get into mirroring on the other side. I'm trying to just design this one side so that I can get it to where I want it, and then I can just copy it. The other spots. So I've used too much quartz on one side. Yeah. Two more. I think it might be time to pop inside and take out some of the wall. This has got 4 frog lights. At least those are exposed ones. I guess these are doubled up. Oh, I connected that one I shouldn't have. Are these the same or is there double frostbites in here? I'm confused. No, they're the same. Why are these farther back? Oh, because that wall hasn't been pushed back. That's why. Yeah, that doesn't start until back here. I'm surprised my boots haven't taken more damage. Oh, thanks, Sandy. I'll figure that out later. Oh, that was wrong. Missing a couple of key blocks here.
Your Fixit employee monitor camera feed is frozen. Please ensure the monitor feed is live at all times.
Thank you. That's not happened for a little while. Fixed. Turn it off and turn it back on again. I wanted concrete and terracotta. got 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Still don't know what we're doing for the floor of these doors, but for now, I'll just leave them as they are. And this changes into tough. So then even with the outside is slab. What's on the other side of the... So behind that is all deep slate. And that just continues in a straight line. And I'd imagine that's going to be all blocks, yeah. At least the ones up against the wall. Not that kind, though. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. I did 5. Looks the same to me. Then we just have to pop down here and put in the underside. Jay Flaherty, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Always good to see somebody new in chat. Hope you had a good time and hope we see you again. I think that looks pretty good. I think, oh, I gotta change this part. So I think we've been able to work through a few more kind of proof of concepts for the design for that floor. And you can sort of imagine what this is going to look like when that structure is multiplied all 4 times around the inside of this. I think we're going to have to change this a little bit, and we'll have to figure that out. Oh, come on. Get rid of this so we can have a good look at it. I was not entirely happy with the bottom, but the lights and stuff, we'll have to figure that out. Just in time for the sun to come up. Now, before I barrel down into a pit full of mobs, let's fly over here briefly. Somebody was here. All right, let's see what this looks like coming in from this way. That's pretty cool. It's neat that because these are entities, they twinkle a little bit because of the way that they render in. You know, I'm wondering now, I might want that to go all the way up. I think it looks okay. I think it looks a little bit skinny. We might have to get rid of that light, and this andesite might have to come up and do like an entire outline. I wish I could get more detail in there. And I definitely screwed up the attachment point. I do want that to be 5, but if I knock it back to 4, then it'll probably look a little bit better. I want this to have an outline to it. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to put slabs on the bottom of this so there's a difference in height. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit tricky. I don't want to go down. This is pretty interesting looking too. And once that's covered up, there'll just be this yellow here and then this pop-up yellow there. Okay. Take care, Stephen. I'm going to wrap things up here anyway. I will talk to you tomorrow night on the Citadel Cafe. Yeah, that's not the best. I think that needs to be smaller. I think I like the smaller light on that side. Probably knock it down by a block or two. Yeah, I think a full layer of andesite is going to be what's needed. Maybe we'll try that on the other side. See what that looks like. That's going to eliminate having something there too. Maybe what we'll do is we'll have the andesite come up over here, and maybe we'll just have like one light in the corner. And that will help illuminate the ceiling, actually, so that could be good. All right, I've got some ideas. Cool. Let's see who's live so I can pass you along to somebody else playing Minecraft. Usually Pearlescent Moon is live, and she is. Let's do that. I will send you along to Pearl, and we will reconvene tomorrow. Usually the 9 o'clock start time is what's happening. There's been a change in time zone. So if you are in a country that hasn't switched times yet, then I'm kind of streaming a little bit earlier for you. It's just noon for me right now. But I do 9 to noon Tuesday to Friday, and then I do 1 o'clock on Saturdays. So I will see you tomorrow. I will be probably working on this again. And then we'll also be doing something on Saturday in Minecraft. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for my Friday streams. I want to try to change it up, so I'll let you know if anything changes. You can, of course, follow me on social media. You can check me out on the Spawn Chunks podcast and on the Citadel Cafe, which is recording a new episode tomorrow night. There's a new episode of the Spawn Chunks out right now, and we're going to be talking about next week, not only the release of a date for Minecraft Live, but what we're going to do to potentially cover it. So I will talk to you all then. Bye for now.